Nashville.
Yeah, it was. Nice and warm. Dylan Bates next up to qualify to Fairgrove, Missouri. The John Christ Racing R&S Automotive Sentinel Foundation. Z-Max Micro Chevrolet. Dylan Bates making yet another start here in the ASA Stars National Tour. On occasion, he's been able to race with us 3 different times. Raced in the All-American 400 last year to a 15th place finish.
Full-timer and champion at Lebanon I-44 Speedway, where he calls home, runs full-time, wins a lot of features, plenty of trophies in the trophy case on his home track at Lebanon I-44. Dylan Bates in car number 91. I believe this car for sale will be available after this All-American 400 weekend. Second quick out of our first 3. Has another lap to go. 18.816 for Bates.
Down the back straightaway, you see how this high rise. The back stretch is higher than the front stretch. A very unique 5/8 mile. A dip in turn 3, a dip in turn 2. And a lot of character in this racetrack as Dylan shuts it down past the start finish. He's now our fastest of the 3 qualifiers. 18.711. 18.711 for Dylan Bates in the first car, number 91, to cross the line.
Coming off of a win at the Winchester 400, his first Winchester 400 victory a couple of weeks ago, and now looking for his first All-American 400 victory. Ty Majeski, champion of the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series a year ago. So strong and came up just a little bit short in 2025 of the same championship. 5-time champion in the ASA Midwest Tour. Ty Majeski in car number 91 on track right now. The Soda Sense iRacing number 91.
His 4th attempt at winning the Classic Guitar as the winning trophy. He is trophy hunting in his super late model days. He said there's not many big ones I got to win yet. Nashville's certainly highest on the list right now.
18.466 first lap. Ty Majeski quickest. In fact, his warm-up lap before that was good enough for quickest of the first 4. It's Majeski, Bates, Jurkovic, Brazier, the qualifiers that have gone so far. Majeski second time by the line, a little bit better. 18.419 down to Charlie.
Thanks a lot, Adam. Standing by with Boris Jurkovic, former winner here in the All-American. How's your race car, Boris?
I think the car is pretty good. Obviously, I'm struggling a little bit to go fast for a lap or 2, but we'll see what happens tomorrow. Hopefully the car will be stable and we get there at the end.
All right, guys, one of the most respected veterans here, Boris Jurkovic, looking to go back to victory lane.
In his 11th All-American 400, getting long-distance races in, more than the 2 laps count for that determined racer. Next up, the car number 96. He's a winner this year in the Cars Pro Late Model Tour. He's also raced a bunch in this number 96 for what was known as Ben Kennedy Racing. This is Spencer Davis from Dawsonville, Georgia.
Spencer has run 7. This is his 6th All-American 400 weekend. Best finish, 2nd place, but that was in his last race here for the All-American back in 2017. So it's been a little while since he started the Sunday afternoon affair. Spencer Davis out of Georgia, 2nd quick right now after lap 1, 18.554. Second time by the line for Spencer. A little bit quicker, stays in P2, 18.535.
We saw him at New Smyrna Speedway, where during the World Series of Asphalt Stock Car Racing, Spencer raced up to 5 different divisions. Good to see him back. He's going to do an outlaw schedule this year, racing with us again for the Stars National Tour here at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. On the backstretch, car number 33. He's double duty. You'll see him tonight in the All-American 100 on our coverage. It's Albert Francis off of turn number 4.
Albert Francis, former champion at Jennerstown Speedway in Pennsylvania, coming off of a big win at Winchester Speedway. In the Pro Late Models, the JAG CRA All-Stars Tour, Francis has been fast in the pros and the supers this weekend. In practice here in Nashville, brings it off sideways in turn 4. You'll see this car skate on the banking there, 2nd quick, but that was on his warm-up lap. His actual first lap is about a 10th slower than his warm-up. Needs to keep the car in the right direction here on P2, and he's got his hands full, Jim.
He was video game sliding that thing off of turn number 2. Down to the bottom of turns 3 and 4. Off the patch, on the button, through the line, the Ohio native. Through the stripe, works every day in the day job of building engines across the country for some really cool race car teams.
To the top of the board.
Yep, there he goes.
18.399. Francis, the Painesville, Ohio driver, quickest in qualifying so far. We've qualified 6 drivers. That brings us to our next, the number 23 of Levon Vandergeest out of Merrill, Wisconsin. 3rd place in the ASA Midwest Tour points this season. Former champion of the Midwest Truck Series. This is his first visit to Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway for the All-American.
Talked to Levon. I see him quite a bit in the ASA Midwest Tour the last 4 or 5 years now. He's been a full-timer in the Midwest Tour. First trip here to Nashville, they got a little behind the game because they had a left front A-arm. brake on them is going bad during practice yesterday, so they chased that all day yesterday. Just one session today to get it squared away, and the Wisconsin racer is clocked in. Let's see where he lines up for what will be his first All-American 400, starting the Holtz Chevrolet, number 23.
Third quick on lap number 1. Several years now in a row, top 5 in the standings for the Midwest Tour, and he comes across the line. Third quick's where Levon Vandergeest currently is. Back down to our HD5 pit reporter, Charlie Krall.
Thanks a lot, Adam. Standing by with Spencer Davis. And this 96 car has had a pretty good summer. What's it going to be like tomorrow?
300 laps here is a long time. And when I came here with the 55 with Bon Suss, when he had his race team, we wound up one spot short in second. So, it could be a trying day. You just got to persevere and keep on. And, man, we'll see. Our 96 GMS race cars, Surf Mobile USA machine's pretty good. Just lacked a little bit in qualifying, so I don't know exactly where we're going to shake out, but I think we'll race just fine. I think we've qualified 13th or 14th a year. I almost won it, so see what happens.
Mentioned GMS race cars. Tony Uri Jr. and Tony Uri Sr. are here, part of this effort for Spencer Davis. Next up, a driver who's racing his way in what could be his finest fall season. Can he finally win the snowball? Can he finally win another All-American trophy? It's Stephen Nassie on the backstretch out of Pinellas Park, Florida.
Won the All-American event in 2022, driving the All-American Concrete Mitch Smith Auto Oasis Cabaret, number 51. Nassie across the line was third on lap 1, and he goes to P1, 18.332 for Stephen Nassie. That's quicker than last year's pole time, not quite as good as the track record from 2 years ago.
I'd like to encourage you as you're watching this to log on and subscribe now to tracktv.com to not miss a single lap of the action, including tomorrow afternoon's All-American 400. If you're going to be coming to the racetrack tomorrow, you're going to see who's on the hood of Derek Krauss's car. That's performer Ashley Walls, an up-and-coming rising star in the country music world. She is sponsoring Derek with her album cover on the hood, and she also will be performing a free concert for 1 hour, 11 to noon here Central Time at Nashville. Oh, and a big wobble by Krauss in turn 1.
Able to catch as he goes up into the second lane, plenty wide the turns here, and he was able to catch it here on his first official qualifying lap. The driver from Wisconsin, Derek Krauss, winner at Newport Speedway earlier this season for the Appalachian Sucker Punch ASA Stars National Tour. Krauss, our current qualifier. Eighth right now, but of course the big bobble in 1 and 2, slowing that first lap down. 9 drivers have gone. So far, Stephen Nassie sets on the pole. Across the line, Krauss second time through the stripe. He's going to stay in the 6th spot, 6th position for Derek Krauss, 18.584.
2 laps was the savior there for Krauss. That first lap, my goodness, what a hard charge into turn 1. The cars did not stick. Number 120 was Joseph Meyer, looking to race in his 4th Curb Records Borchetta Bourbon All-American 400. Car number 121.
This is also his first All-American start since 2017 for Joseph Meyer, driver from Mount Juliet, Tennessee, the Pew Plumbing number 121. We see him on a part-time basis with the Pro Late Models here at the Fairgrounds as well.
A lot of effort goes into this. Joseph Meyer being added to the entry list. I was like, I got to find out more about Joseph. And he has done some racing, but not a lot since 2017. So good to see him back here racing and trying his way to make it in to race for the guitar on Sunday.
Meyer across the stripe, and he's position number 10 right now after lap number 1, looking to pick it up a little bit more as we are about the 1/3 mark in qualifying. Over 30 competitors set to run in the 40th Curb Records Borchetta Bourbon All-American 400 presented by Appalachian Sucker Punch. Across the line, Meyer going to stay in position number 10 of the 10 drivers that have gone to 19.209 for the Tennessean.
Next up, the driver who finished 8th in points this year in the ASA Midwest Tour. He's also made 2 starts in the Appalachian Sucker Punch ASA Stars National Tour. It's 15-year-old Penn Solder, grandson of All-American 400 champion Jim Solder. His dad Johnny is here in every way working with his young driver. And the T-Sport number 5 Ford out of DeForest, Wisconsin, Penn Solder, trying to make his way into his first All-American 400 Series start.
Car also sponsored by Ford Performance, Oak Creek Automotive, and full-time with the Midwest Tour this year. Finished 8th in the standings, had 1 top 5, but gained valuable experience against the tough Midwest Tour crowd. And he's shown some signs of speed in a couple of starts with the ASA Stars National Tour this year, and a pretty good first lap in qualifying. 4th quick for Penn Solder, 18.443.
Had a good run going at Toledo Speedway, ended in a crash. He also ran near his home in Madison International Speedway, finished 16th in his debut in the series earlier this summer. Let's check in after this lap. Penn Solder's going to finish up his qualifying run. 4th quickest, 18.428. 18.428. Let's go back down to Charlie.
By with Albert Francis. He's very impatient down here, guys. Very impatient. He's got a good pro late model for tonight. Got a good super late model for tomorrow. We just need to get you a little bit of luck, man.
Yeah, I mean, we're having a pretty good weekend so far. We just need to keep it going. Pro late model, I mean, I couldn't ask for it to drive much better. We worked on a lot of race pace on our super today, hoping that pays off tomorrow. I didn't expect to run as good of a lap as I did, but happy my guys put it together for me.
So you asked me who hopped in the car for Nassie in his qualifying lap. That was a little bit surprising for you, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, normally he doesn't qualify too good, but, you know, good for him. I mean, just, well, we should end up pretty decent here. You know, some Francis Engineering horsepower just getting it done for us.
This 33 car, guys, has been really stout here of late. He just needs to get to that checker flag tomorrow.
Last time he double dipped in a Pro Late Model Supers was during the Winchester 400 weekend, and we came out with a victory in the Winchester 100 Pro Late Model race the day before the Winchester 400. So if all things play well, win tonight and get a better chance to run to the finish tomorrow afternoon here at Nashville.
Fredericksburg, Virginia driver, the 44 of Connor Jones, clocking in right now 6th quick out of our first 12 qualifiers, driving the Jones Utilities car. 2023 World Series Pro Late Model champion Connor Jones.
He had a lot of speed at New Smyrna Speedway. He's carried that throughout the season. He's had several starts in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series this year with East Motorsports. A busy schedule for the driver, car number 44. Connor Jones, just 19 years of age, out of Fredericksburg, Virginia.
15 of Gabe Summers, one of the best from the Midwest. Clover, Wisconsin, he calls home. Gabe Summers, a two-time champion with the ASA Midwest Tour, making another appearance here at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. Will be his 4th All-American 400 start as Gabe Summers. Good to have him back after a couple years away. Finished 8th back in 2022, his best finish. 2
championships in the ASA Midwest Tour came in the last 4 years. This is the final race for Gabe Summers, paired with his crew chief, Travis Sauter. Sauter stepping away from on the road and duties day today in Gabe Summers' racing shop. So it's a farewell of sorts for Summers and Sauter's combination in winning those championships.
8th quick for Gabe Summers as we go back down to our HD5 pit reporter, Charlie Craw.
Yeah, guys, I'm here with Penn Sauter as we're pushing race cars down here. They're putting the driver to work. Penn, this race car looks really, really good. You look pretty fast out there. What do you think of Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway so far?
It's been really cool. People ask me what I compare this to, and I just say it's a really fast slinger. That's all I got to say. It's just kind of holding your breath the entire time. I'm happy with 42, though, if that's what we lay down. I have confidence in this long run, so we'll just see. 300 laps is a very long time.
All right, guys, Penn Sauter looking to go the distance here tomorrow.
Sauter qualifies 4th, currently 1 spot better than a car on the racetrack right now. Matt Craig in the CNC Boilers Chevrolet 18.435 is currently 5th fastest, Adam.
2021 winner of the All-American 400 is Matt Craig out of Mount Pleasant, North Carolina. Made the announcement at the El Bandito Yankee Tequila kickoff party at Kid Rocks the other night. He's planning to run full-time with the Appalachian Sucker Punch ASA Stars National Tour next year, and he's 2nd quick to another former winner of this race, Stephen Nassie. Matt Craig, top 2. Albert Francis, Ty Majeski, 3rd and 4th. Some of the big names that we would expect to see at the top of the list, at least in the race on Sunday, doing so in qualifying with Nassie and Craig as we bring up a driver who was pretty fast at times in today's practice.
He finished 2nd here in the All-American 400. He had the fastest car halfway through a 400 lapper a couple of years ago. It's Derek Thorne out of California. Bakersfield, California's Highlands Motorsports driver in this number 96 Ford, sponsored by Appalachian Sucker Punch. I think with every flavor they make on the side of this car splashed across it here.
That's my favorite scheme of the 96s this year for Derek Thorne at the white flag across the line, and Thorne goes 6th quick. A good first lap for Derek Thorne, the Californian. 3 second-place finishes, but he's not won an All-American 400 yet. He's been so close 3 times. We've seen him be so close at the Snowball Derby. Finally picked up that win a few years ago. Can he do it tomorrow afternoon? 2nd time by for Thorne, up to 3rd quick.
18.394. Derek Thorne qualifies in 3rd in the first time in a Port City chassis. Let's check in now with our pit reporter, Charlie Crawl.
Guys, I'm standing by here with Matt Craig. Matt's still strapped in the race car. Matt, this race car looks really solid out there today. What's your outlook for tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, I think we got a decent car. We've been lacking a little bit of qualifying speed than we have in past years, but hopefully that means we have more race speed, so hopefully it'll be good.
I'll take the race pace over qualifying pace any day, guys.
Dylan Fetcho on the racetrack, the third fastest car, as Matt Craig among the heavy hitters racing here. This is a local driver who has had a very fast weekend to this point. Top 5 in speeds in every session. It's Dylan Fetcho.
And to the top of the board on the pole right now for CorvetteParts.net pole qualifying, Dylan Fetcho, 18.285. That's not a big surprise. The Fetcho teams have all been fast today. They've got a couple of pro late models with Aiden Potter. Today was fastest in final practice. Dylan Fetcho right now fastest in qualifying. Does it with a very good lap on lap number 1, 18.285 for Dylan Fetcho.
U.S. Tank Hunter Industrial Fetcho Motorsports Chevrolet. He and his dad really expanding their operation. Anthony Bello, the other driver they're bringing in, is he also raced last year in the Snowflake. So there's a lot going on for Dylan. They're finding his speed here at his home track. It looks pretty cool, and a lot of fans are pretty excited to see one of their hometown drivers qualify well here tonight. Next up, one of our Canadian drivers in the number 30 Auto Parts Centers Ford. Penso of Canada sponsoring Kyle Steckley in his second full season here in the Appalachian Sucker Punch ASA Stars National Tour.
Picked up 3 APC late model wins up in Canada this season. Finished 12th in this race a year ago, did Kyle Steckley from Milverton, Ontario, Canada.
He also raced here when we had one race this year. It was a North-South Challenge, bringing together super late models from across the country. He actually raced this race, did Steckley, and he finished in the 5th position. So those notes may comply. But I'm talking to Matt Craig and some others about how it changed the track. He said the track's different, but it's always good to get track time before you come to a big race like the All-American.
Steckley 10th quick right now out of the first 17.
Steckley is sitting 5th in points currently. As he woes it down, we'll head back down to pit road one more time with Charlie.
Yeah, guys, Stephen Nassie, not known for being a very good qualifier, but hey, man, this 51 looked pretty fast. And the good news is you think it's going to be just as fast tomorrow.
Yeah, we weren't really trying to make qualifying speed, and Anthony Campy, all his guys, everybody has been helping us. They all, put 100% effort in, and I went out there and gave it my all, and we come out with a good result. It doesn't happen all the time, especially not to me, so I'm happy for all the guys and just looking forward to tomorrow.
You're one of the superstars of super late model racing. How important is it to etch your name on these crown jewel trophies?
For sure, yeah. I got a couple guitars already, only one 400, and I'm looking to add another one to my collection. So, the more you can get, obviously the better. So we're going to go for another one tomorrow, and like I said, Anthony Campy, the whole team brought me a really good piece.
Nassie's got one more shot at a pro late model guitar tonight in the All-American 100 coming up on our coverage. Next up, Michael Hind, car number 69, putting together some laps.
8th quick for Michael Hind, the driver from Florida, former winner of Speed Fest, World Series 2022 Pro Late Model Champion. Hind making his 4th All-American start, 16th in 2023 was his best. Young driver from Canada, car number 14, Chase Penso up next.
Chase Penso also raced here in a Pro Late Model and raced here in the North-South Challenge earlier this year. And happy birthday to Chase, turned 19 on Friday. Finished 13th in the North-South Challenge. He also raced a Pro Late Model here in 2024 in the All-American 100. He finished just outside the top 10. This is the 131 Motorsports Park Chevrolet, fielded by Zach Dunson and under the Carson Hocevar Racing Development banner in the car number 14.
11th quick on lap number 1 for Chase Penso. 3 top 10 finishes this season, just outside of the top 10 in Appalachian Sucker Punch ASA Stars National Tour points. Making his first All-American 400 start tomorrow afternoon.
There's a really big battle between 7th and 11th in points right now, and the top 10 are the ones that get the big checks at the end of the year. This is the final chance. He has to get into the top 10. So qualifying does award points. Every point matters for Chase Penso, sitting in 11th position. It's a big difference between 10th and 11th. The top 10 pay out the big money in the over $1 million person prize fund money up for grabs.
8th quick for Chase Penso as Ty Frederickson is on track to qualify next. Charlie Krauss standing by with Derek Thorne.
Oh, we were going to come down after Ty Frederickson, but we're down here now. Derek Thorne, this race car looks really cool. Love all the colors. I think Adam Mackey would like to blend all these together and try it out. But how is this race car? You got a shot at victory here tomorrow.
I've been really happy with it all day. Got El Bandito Yankee up there partying. Got some cool colors, some new colors. This year's been rough on all of us. Just hasn't panned out. A lot of luck issues, but proud of these guys for this opportunity. Highlands Motorsports gave me an amazing opportunity all year. Red Jones Racing, Port City Race Cars. I feel like this weekend's a good weekend for us so far. Not sure we're going to end up in qualifying, hopefully in top 5, maybe top 8, but all in all, hopefully a good start for tomorrow and see if we can make all 300 laps.
So I come and chat with you every week, and it's always after some bad luck deal the week before. How do you stay in such a positive mental attitude?
I think we've all been there before. When you start winning, it feels easy. When things aren't going well, it gets extremely tough, both mentally and financially also. So I think we all have been around racing long enough amongst this group to where you just keep digging, and that's really all you can do is focus forward and do what you can each week to make the most of it.
Also, Derek Thorne raced the second place just 2 years ago, raced a really good top 5 run last year before getting caught up in an accident off of turn number 4. Ty Frederickson just made his laps. This was his debut in a super late 2 years ago. Adam, where did he end up qualifying tonight?
Ends up 11th quick right now, puts himself right around mid-pack as we see our champion for 2025, the driver champion of the Appalachian Sucker Punch ASA Stars National Tour. 4 wins this year for the Canadian Cole Butcher.
Butcher made a lot of changes late in practice, too. I was standing by. His car was about a 25-minute process. Changing shocks, changing springs together. They're one package, but all 4 corners got changed. A lot of different things. The right rear wheel spacer went in that thing. They went out, did their mock run, got to 3rd in the practice speeds. And guess what?
On the pole.
He's on the pole right now. The CorvetteParts.net poll pays 5 points and $1,000. 18.266 for Cole Butcher. That is a brand new track record in the ASA Stars sanction of the All-American 400.
It was an 18.288 set a couple of years ago by Willie Allen in 2023, but Cole Butcher, 18.266. The CorvetteParts.net poll award winner so far, but we've got a lot of good cars yet to go.
I'm glad you said that because we got a lot of great cars yet to qualify. Next up out of Colorado, it is Jonathan Nee in Richie Waters' Phoenix Construction number 5.
Jonathan Nee, decent in speeds earlier today in practice. A little bit of a wiggle there in turn number 2. Did, I believe, receive a penalty. Will get just 1 lap in qualifying for Jonathan Nee.
The slowest of the 2 laps will count due to a pre-qualifying tech out-of-line infraction. Got to be in line in time, and that team did not make the time cutoff, so they're going to lose one of their fastest of the 2 laps here. So keep it on the clock here for Jonathan Nee.
16th in this race 1 year ago, and his only start in the All-American 400. Right down on the yellow line through 3 and 4. Pretty good race car for Jonathan Nee across the stripe.
18.846 on lap 1. And it looks like he got 18.64, so 18.8 something is going to be his time as we sort things out, and things are moving quickly here. Let's go down to pit road with Charlie.
Yeah, guys, standing by with Dylan Fetcho, a guy who's got a lot of laps here. That's got to give you a lot of confidence going into qualifying and into tomorrow. How's your race car?
Yeah, it's good. Qualified second so far. It's just the car was vibrating in qualifying, so we can't figure out why, but it didn't do it in practice, so we're thinking it's just a tire, so we'll be all right.
So we're fast on the 2-lap qualifying run. How are we going to be fast for 300 laps here tomorrow?
We came and tested, and we ran a lot of long runs, and we were really solid. We were really happy with it, so I think we'll be good. Just got to make it to the last pit stop and just make the right adjustments.
What's it going to mean to you to be able to take that guitar home with you here tomorrow afternoon?
It'd mean the world. This is a race that I really want to win. So,
all right, guys. Dylan Fetcho feeling pretty confident about it here tomorrow, but still got to find that little vibration issue after this qualifying run.
So great luck under the bright lights of Music City. Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. Gavin Boschel locks into 10th thus far. 18.463. 18.463. The Donnie Wilson Racing driver, Gavin Boschel, who made some laps while we talked to Dylan Fetcho. Next up and up the hill goes George Phillips in the car number 22, the Ross and Whitmer Toyota. Another Donnie Wilson Racing effort. His first full season in Superlates. Second Superlate start here at Nashville.
We saw Boschel and Phillips, their teammate, Cole Butcher, go P1 on the pole with that 18.266 so far. Phillips making his first All-American 400 start. Saw Boschel wind up 10th so far out of the 24 qualifiers. Where will George Phillips end up? Another rookie.
Has confidence, though. He has a lot of pro late model laps here. Led some laps, never won a race, but yeah, he's locked in. He raced a couple times last year in the pro lates, including the All-American 100 here 1 season ago.
15th right now for George Phillips, working that wheel through turn number 2. This will be his second and final qualifying lap for the driver from North Carolina.
Finished 6th last fall. He also raced the 150-lap Battle of Broadway. It's been really a real cool race, a destination event here at Nashville for the pro late models. Finished 10th here last July.
15th quick for George Phillips. He was quicker on lap number 1 of 2. We've qualified 24 drivers so far, another 8 or so to go in qualifying, and this should be one of the favorites. Team car to this one is currently P3 and Stephen Nassie. This is Carson Brown in the 81. You see him drive into turn one hard, cranks that wheel hard to the left. That's to get heat in the front tires.
Winding up quickly here in a new body on the number 81, Anthony Campy Racing. Pay Cafe Chevrolet puts the left fronts right on the yellow line in the apron in turn 4 to come through to start his qualifying lap.
Point runner-up with the Appalachian Sucker Punch ASA Stars National Tour. May have gone down and hit the apron a bit in turn 2. Got really low in the corner. The EBB Logistics, Pay Cafe, GBS Brand Connect sponsored car. A win at Madison this season on the tour. 6 top 5 finishes for the rookie.
If all goes to plan, he'll be the Pepperjack Kennels Rookie of the Year at day's end tomorrow, finishing 7th in qualifying thus far. Carson Brown locks it in 18.399. If you're just joining our coverage, we have a brand new track record holder currently, Cole Butcher, 18.266. Let's see what Brown does on his left stop. Moves on up the chain, up the pile to 4th. 18.342 for Carson Brown.
Now got Butcher, Fetcho, Nassie, Brown, and Craig in the top 5. And here's a fast race car from today in practice. And a beautiful scheme, the Tennessee Vol scheme for one of the locals here and a champion a year ago at the Speedway, Dawson Sutton. And what a run he's on right now. Last 3 finishes with the Stars Tour, 2nd, 1st, and 2nd. Dawson Sutton, one of the favorites this weekend.
And he won the Blizzard finale in Pensacola. He's also raced out west and won at Kevin Harvick's Kern Raceway. Brackley War is having a lot of success, and this is the foundation. The Sutton family building around Dawson Sutton in his Super Lates in his 2nd year racing full-time in the series. He's home, 20 minutes from home, the Lebanon, Tennessee teenager.
He was 6th on his warm-up lap. Here he comes for the first official lap for Dawson Sutton. Pull time into the ones, 18.182 for Dawson Sutton.
It's a new track record on lap number 1.
Impressive run for this beautiful number 26 car. Sparks fly as he bottoms out a little bit over in turn number 3. To the line, does he go quicker? No, he used it up on lap 1, but how consistent were these laps at 18.182 and on 18.189? Charlie?
Yeah, guys, not too often you break the track record and you don't end up at the pole, but that's exactly what just happened to you. But this race car looks pretty darn quick, Cole. What's the outlook for tomorrow?
I think we're pretty good. We were pretty good all day. We just didn't really have the raw speed, but we mocked 2nd earlier to Dawson. You know, this is his home track, so I don't expect him not to be on the pole. So, okay, thanks everybody at Wilson Motorsports, Toyota, Atlantic Tow Load. See what comes tomorrow.
Guys, he says he doesn't have the raw speed, but he broke the track record. I think he's going to be pretty solid here tomorrow.
And they are not done working at it. They're going to change a few things, given the opportunity of what they can change. Cole Butcher's crew chief, Bon Suss, they've had a championship season for a reason. Putting it together, making it the best of it, and winning a bunch of races and surviving to finish 6th or better in several races. They had no shot of either finishing, but they got it done, and they are now in the championship contention.
Good to see this guy back behind the wheel, making his return to the series in which he won a championship a year ago. Casey Roderick from Lawrenceville, Georgia, car number 30, on track now to qualify. Roderick into the top 10. 8th quick for Casey Roderick, former champion in the Pro Late Model Division here at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway as well with an 18.394.
Casey Roderick is back, and I talked to his team owner, Mark Rett, during our El Bandito Yankee Tequila Championship Weekend kickoff party at Kid Rocks. They said, you have just uncaged an animal. It's his first super late start of the year, and Casey Roderick will be a contender, helping this Port City chassis development in a lot of ways here at a track he knows and loves as a 2021 All-American 400 champion as well. 2020, excuse me.
Thamert Farms, Farmer Bean and Seed, and Kay Medeles trucking number 1 of Casey Klein out of Quincy, Washington. On the track now. Klein has had some impressive runs as of late. Top 5s at Madison and Toledo on the Stars Series this season.
Made 6 starts this year. Last year he raced here at Nashville and finished 11th. But big news, this past Thursday he confirmed with us on our pre-race show, the kickoff show, that he's racing full-time in 2026 as an ASA Platinum driver presented by Rackley Roofing. In next season, we'll see him every race across this 12-race schedule that was just recently announced. All that info is on starsnationaltour.com.
Good qualifying run for Casey Klein as well. 7th quick for the driver from Washington. Pretty good starting spot for tomorrow's event as we're down to just a few qualifiers to go. And one of them's been a full-timer on this series since its inception back in 2023. Might step back a little bit more part-time a year from now. It's a driver from Roscoe, Illinois, in the number 14, and he's pretty good here at Nashville, Austin Nason.
Last 6 starts here in the All-American, produced 2 top 5 finishes and a spectacular crash to go with it. But I'm telling you, he has had a fast car, and his car corner Ford is on a mission. This driver knows he wants to pay off his last full-time run as he commits to his family business and his son's burgeoning racing career as well. Racing around the country. And Austin Nason out of Roscoe, Illinois, putting it to it.
24th quick on lap number 1. Gets the tires heated up, ready to go, rolling through 3 and 4. Coming to his final lap in qualifying. 2 times a top 5 finisher in the All-American, Austin Nason, 23rd. As the yellow lights flash on in qualifying as we send it down to Charlie.
I'm standing by here with Carson Brown. Carson, you had a really solid run on that qualifying run. What's that mean for you tomorrow for 300 laps here?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like you really just have to have a compliant race car. This place is really rough, pretty fast, and yeah, definitely need to soak up some of those bumps out there. And I feel like we have a really good race car going into this race, and yeah, hopefully we can keep it under us, have no issues, good tire changes and everything. And just a big thank you to J-Star Capital Investments and Unify Mine Industrial.
So you've spent a lot of time on the dirt this summer, so these bumps shouldn't mean anything for you in this nice, comfy pavement late model, right?
Yeah, for sure. You hope it's comfy, right? But yeah, it can still be rough out there. But yeah, I'm kind of used to it. So yeah, hopefully we can just go out there and run a good race and hopefully bring home a win.
All right, guys. Carson Brown going to fire from P4 here tomorrow.
Yep, and he's got a point. He's got some points from qualifying. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 points awarded to the top 5 qualifiers. And I'm telling you, it's a quick session. No question. Dawson Sutton, a brand new track record, 18.182 seconds. Cole Butcher qualifies second fast. Dylan Fetcho, Stephen Nassie, Carson Brown qualifies 5th. Matthew Craig, Casey Klein, Derek Thorne, Casey Roderick 9th, and Albert Francis 10th in qualifying for the CorvetteParts net pole position. $1,000, 5 points goes to a driver that no doubt is excited to be back home. He's with Charlie Krall.
Yeah, Jim, you should have seen the smile on his face when I pointed out that he was wearing his Tennessee Vols hat in Buckeye country when we were up at Toledo Speedway. You got the whole car painted Tennessee orange here, and what do you know, P1, you just have to be thrilled with where you're going to start tomorrow, and that's got to give you a lot of confidence heading into tomorrow's 300 lapper. What's the outlook for tomorrow?
Yeah, for sure. It's nice being home, back in Vols country. But, my team brought me a really good race car and, P1 and qualifying here. But, 300 laps is a long race tomorrow. So hopefully we can put everything together and hopefully just, maximize every lap and hopefully be there at the end tomorrow.
Dawson, I've seen a lot of confidence out of you, not only here, but in the truck series as well. Where does that confidence come from between last year and this year? Where's the source of that confidence?
Yeah, it's overall just, getting laps and, I have a lot of these super late model races under my belt now, so I feel like it's pretty normal for me to come out here, and I feel like we just keep getting better and better each week in the super late model. So hopefully we can do the same in the truck series next year, and just keep working.
You live 20 minutes from here. How important for you would it be to take that guitar home with you tomorrow afternoon?
Yeah, that would mean everything. I feel like we were really close last year, but hopefully we can put the last 10 laps together, and that's what matters at the end of the day.
All right, guys. Dawson Sutton looking to take home his first career All-American guitar here tomorrow.
He's been on a roll. He's been fast, and he has a mission accomplished. I talked to him in the boardroom this past week, and I'm telling you, he was confident about all the things he's done this year. The shop got moved to North Carolina. No longer is it housed here at home, but the family is here. The support is here for Dawson Sutton, and the speed, no doubt, is here. And I'm hoping, Adam Mackey, that he doesn't get too far of a lead. I think he may dictate that race early on from the pole position, and some of these guys may push it a little too far and use up their stuff too early. If Sutton's car's rolling, they got trouble on their hands with how fast that Chevrolet's been thus far.
He's got a fast pole speed car in qualifying. He's got a fast long run car too. They've run a lot of 100 lap races here at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. He's been so strong with finishes of second, first, and second his last 3 super late model starts with the series.
With a win at the Blizzard Series to throw in there for the Southern Super Series, who races next Saturday, the Florida Governor's Cup. We'll see if Dawson has time to fit that in his busy schedule. We're going to step away. Qualifying has concluded for the ASA Stars National Tour here at Nashville. We'll be right back with more of our coverage from Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway.
Better than a bootlegger. Way better than a bootlegger.